Are you wanting to pay your bills, have some fun along the way, organise your money and just get on with your life rather than always worrying about when the next paycheck's going to arrive? So if you're interested in that, we're building a personalised money plan. Keep watching. Hi, I'm Heather in New Zealand and I'm a trained budget advisor. I'm making these videos to give you the skills that you need to build a personalised plan, but I'm also wanting to break it down into little bite-sized chunks so it's not a mission, and actually we can make progress while enjoying the process. We're up to step 2 of this process, so if this is the first time you've seen these videos, you might want to watch till the end and then maybe go back and check out step 1. Okay, firstly, I've got a question for you. How did you go with your first step? Were you able to repeat to yourself, I'm in charge of my financial situation, there is hope? Did you start getting that going in your mind? I really hope so. Please keep that going. The second thing we did was we had our jar. We gave something up that we do on a regular basis and we put the cost of that into a little jar. How's your jar going? Have you started? If not, it's not too late. Start now. Did you miss a couple of days? Don't worry, just keep studying and just keep putting it in. The other step we did was we started to gather some information that we're going to use to make our financial plan. I asked you to write down on a piece of paper, write down what your income is. Now, I have an imaginary friend called Jane and she has offered for me to use her as an example. So thanks, Jane, I really appreciate that. Jane's pretty average, no offence meant. She's got a partner and she's got some children. Anyway, Jane has offered for us to use her as an example. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at what Jane's done and you can use that as a guide for what you're doing. Okay, so here's Jane's notebook. What income does she have? John, that's her husband and partner, he is the main breadwinner for the family and this is how much he earns every fortnight, okay? So Jane works part-time, she's on the New Zealand's minimum wage and this is what she earns every month. Okay, now also in New Zealand, because Jane and John have 2 children, she gets some support from the government and every week she receives this amount, 248, and that comes in weekly. Okay, so she's finished that action for step 1. So hopefully that's given you some idea of Jane's situation. Now yours may look a bit different and that's fine, everybody's will look a little bit different. If you have any questions at all, please put them in the comments below so I'm able to answer them. Step 2 is really quite simple and is quite familiar to what we've just gone over with Jane's situation. So what we want to do this time is we want to gather the information about the costs that you have in your life. So your rent, your mortgage, your rates, your water bill, your electricity bill, how much you spend on petrol, how much you spend to send the kids to school. Do you have any health costs? Do you have any credit card payments or hire purchase bills? We've done before. Step 1 was gathering information on the money coming in. Now we want to get some information on the money that you need to send out. So it's important that we get this down because you can't work with nebulous figures. Oh, I need roughly this much to live. No. We need to have a much tighter idea of the money that you need to spend to pay your bills to keep moving forward. So there's 2 ways you can do it. If you are keen, you could sit down and do it with one big hit. If you've got all your information there, you could write it all down. Now, I'm not talking about, creating heaps of spreadsheets. Again, a notebook will do, a keep note on your phone would do, something really simple. And again, I would like the 3 columns. What is it? Maybe it's the power bill. How much do you pay? Maybe I get a power bill and it's $230, so I write down $230, and then how often do you pay it? Okay, the power bill, I pay that every month. So there we go, that would be one thing done. It might be rent. How much, if you're renting a property, how much rent do you need to pay? Okay, I'm not sure where you're living, I've got no idea. We'll check in with Jane and see what her rent is, because I know that she rents. But obviously different people are going to have different bills to pay. So please, if there's something that I've missed that you think, oh, I've got to pay that bill, please put a comment below so other people might think, oh, I hadn't thought of that. So you can help others along the way. The more detail you can get on this list, the easier it's going to be for you to create a absolutely super plan that is going to really help you. So that's not really a big ask. Now, if the thought of sitting down and doing it all at once in one hit is too much, I can understand that. I really can. Sometimes the pile of bills can look pretty big and we just keep adding to it and pushing it to a side, and we'll look at that later. You could do it over a longer period. You could decide, okay, I'm going to do this for 10 minutes each day and write some things down. You could say, okay, every bill that I pay from now for the next month, as I pay it, I'm going to write it on the list. As it comes in the door, check your letterbox, what bills come in, write them down on your list. However works for you. The main thing is that you do it. That's the main thing. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you get it done. Right? I want you to think of maybe 2. If you're an overachiever, go for the 3 things that you can do as a treat for you. That doesn't cost any money, isn't bad for you, and you can do it whenever you want to do it, okay? So a treat for you. Now, the reason we're doing this is we are so used to rewarding ourselves with things that cost money, okay? We go out, we buy ourselves a treat, we take ourselves out for a meal. We're wired, and society and commercials and everything pushes us towards thinking, okay, if I'm going to treat myself, I have to spend money. That actually isn't true. That's a lie. There are lots of things that you can do that are treats for you that don't cost money. Now, you'll notice that I'm saying treats for you, not treats for the kids, not treats for your partner. I want a treat for you. We've got to get over this idea that we have to reward ourselves with something that costs money. We don't. And often we find that the things that don't cost money are actually more valuable than the things that do.